Hey everyone, welcome back for another day of our 21-day Pilates challenge. Today we're going to be using the ball for a quick core workout. We're going to stay on the mat the whole time, so you can go ahead and come down to your back when you're ready. So we'll lay all the way down first, and then once you're down, you're going to place your feet into the floor, and you'll lift your hips so you can put the ball right underneath your tailbone. So find that spot, and then just relax into the ball once you've found that position. And then your arms can just rest down by your sides, feet pressed into the mat. We're going to take maybe 2 or 3 breaths to just relax the shoulders, relax the neck. So breathe into your nose and then out through your mouth. Let's take another breath like that, in through your nose and then out through your mouth. Perfect. Now let's work on that pelvic tilt that we did in some of the earlier videos this week. You're going to take a breath in, and as you exhale, I want you to feel your pelvis round or tilt, drawing your belly in, pulling those hip bones towards your lowest rib. And then you're going to go back to a neutral position. So we're going to do that 3 times. Pelvic tilt, tilting the pelvis, and then back to a neutral spine. So you're using that low spine, the lumbar spine, to tilt the pelvis forward and back. Good. And then we'll do it one more time. A nice tilt of the pelvis. And then let's come back to neutral. And when you come into the neutral position, I want you to really draw your abs in as we prepare here. So let's go ahead and start off with some toe taps. So if you want to challenge yourself a little bit deeper, you can lift your heels off the floor. And now you're primarily balancing on the toes. You can really lighten up that weight on the toes, and that'll give you a little bit deeper of a challenge. But let's start off here, just lifting that right leg up into a tabletop and then placing it back down. We're going to go over to the left, lift, and lower. Nice. Let's try that for 6. And try to stabilize the pelvis. We're here for 5. Last 4. 3 more. Last 2. And then last 1, we're going to bring the toes down. If you had your heels lifted, you can relax your heels for a second. Very good. Let's bring the legs together or closer together, as close as you can. And then we're going to lift the heels so now the toes are pointing down towards the floor. We're going to go into some toe taps using both. So we're going to lift up into a tabletop, find your balance, and then you're just going to lower your toes and lift. So you're hinging from the hip, maintaining that bend of the knee. The movement comes right from the hips. Perfect. Let's do 4 more. Last 3. We got 2 more. Last 1. Perfect. Go ahead and relax your feet down. Take a little pause here. Take in some breaths. And then when you're ready, we're going to float both legs up into that tabletop. And let's try a bend and stretch here. So we're going to stretch the right leg, draw it back in, and then the left. Right and left. Right and left. Right and left. Good. Draw it back in, relax the legs down, take a little breath. We're going to do one more exercise here with that ball underneath that tailbone. So now let's bring the legs back into tabletop. We're going to float them up to the ceiling. So we're really balancing on the ball. We're going to lower the right leg down, toes are pointed, and then switch. So now we're here for that scissor. And make sure you're not holding your breath. That'll bring tension into the body and might throw you off balance for your last 6. And 4. Last 2. We got 1 more on each side. And then we can relax the toes down. We're going to lift the hips and take that ball out. And just take a breath here. But we'll stay down in this position for just a moment. And then when you're ready, I want you to take this ball and place it right into your right thigh with your right palm. Your left arm is just going to relax on the floor. And then when you're ready, you're going to lift that leg up into tabletop. Hold it there. Your left foot can stay down. You're going to press into the ball with your palm, but press your thigh in the opposite direction. And when you do that, you should feel those obliques start to fire up a little bit. And you just take a breath in, breath out, and relax it down. Very good. Now let's float both legs into tabletop and try that again. So now we're going to press that ball into the thigh and the thigh into the ball. And you may even feel this all the way down into your pelvic floor as you press and hold. Don't hold your breath though for 2, 1, and relax. So you're pressing the thigh towards the ball and then the palm towards the ball for a counter pressure. Now let's try to add on to it a little bit. We're going to bring both legs into tabletop. We're going to press into that ball, hold it here, and we're going to stretch the left leg, pull it back in. Stretch the left, pull it back in for 6 and 5. Last 4, 3, 2 more. Last 1. And then relax your legs down. Take a breath in. We're going to do one more exercise on this side. Now you have a choice here if you want to take the opposite palm to the ball, or if you want to add a little bit more, you can curl the head, neck, and chest up and bring the opposite elbow to the ball. So this will be your progression. You're going to take that left leg up into tabletop, hold it here. We're going to stretch the left, draw it back in. So now we've got some obliques in rotation for 4, 3, 2, last 1. Perfect. Go ahead and relax all the way down. Let's take it over to the other side where we'll bring that left palm into the ball, pressing into the left thigh. You're going to bring your left leg up into tabletop, press your palm into the ball, and we're going to hold it there and feel that pressure. You might even start to feel it in the pelvic floor as you press into the ball, taking breaths in and out. Good. And then go ahead and relax it down. Take a breath here, and then let's bring both legs into tabletop where you'll really start to feel it in that pelvic floor when you press in and hold it. Draw your belly in. Don't hold your breath though. Just hold the ball and the pressure in place. Good. Go ahead and relax it all the way down. Take a breath. All right, let's bring it up into tabletop. We're going to press into the ball. Let's bend and stretch. Stretch, draw it in. Stretch, draw it in, stretch, draw it in for 3 and 2. Last 1. Perfect. Go ahead and relax it down where we're going to take that opposite elbow over to the ball. So we're going to bring our legs into tabletop. You can either bring opposite palm or opposite elbow. So we'll curl the head, neck, and chest up. Hold it there. Let's stretch the right leg. Draw it back in. Stretch and pull for 4 and 3. Last 2. Last 1. And then we can relax everything down. Take a little breath. You can give yourself a little spine twist over to the right. We'll take it back to the center. Let's bring our legs over to the left. And then let's come back to the center. We'll roll up to seated. And we're going to do some quadruped work. So quadruped on all 4s. So we're going to bring the ball. We'll start it off with the ball to the right side. So first, let's set up the body. We're going to have the knees right below the hips and then the palms right underneath the shoulders. We're going to start with that ball on the right side underneath your right palm. So let's pause here. The toes can be tucked under or flat, whichever feels more comfortable for you. And we're just going to stretch that left leg back and hold it. Hold it here. Just for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw it back in. Take a little pause here. Take a breath in, and let's hold. Now let's add on to it. Let's bend and stretch, but for a few reps. So we're going to press into the ball, take the left leg out to extension, and we're going to pull it in and stretch. Pull it in and stretch for 3. 2 more. Last one. And relax. Good. You can pause here for a second if you need to sit back on the hips. You can take a breath there. And then let's come back into position. We're going to do one more exercise here. So we're going to take that left leg out to extension. If this is too challenging, you can bring that knee back down to the mat. Hold it here. Let's roll the ball away just to the wrist and then pull it back in. Point your toe through that left leg. Roll it away. Inhale, pull it back in. Good. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Bring that leg in. We're going to sit back to the heels. Take a little stretch. If you want to bring the ball through the middle for your child's pose, give a deeper stretch through the shoulders. And then let's come back to the center. We're going to take that ball, place it right underneath the left palm. Let's do the same on the other side. So let's find our position here. Draw the belly in. We're going to stretch the right leg back and we're going to hold it. Point your toe. Try to bring your heel up to hip height as you hold for 3, 2, 1, and relax it down. Good. Take a little pause there. Now we're going to go into that bend and stretch. So draw the belly in. We're going to stretch it back, pull it in. Stretch it back, pull it in. Good. For 6, 5, last 4. Keep drawing the abs in. We've got 3. Press out of those shoulder blades. Last 1. Good. Go ahead and relax it here. Take a little pause where we'll add rolling that ball away, pulling it back underneath the shoulder. So we're going to start off here. Remember, you can keep the knee down if that's better for you today, or you can stretch it out to the full progression of the exercise. So we're going to roll it away just to the wrist. Inhale, pull it back in. Exhale, roll it away. Inhale, pull it back in. We got 4 more. Last 3. 2 more. Last 1. Good. Go ahead and bring it in. Sit back on the heels. Roll the ball away for a little stretch. You can even add a little twist and rotation of the chest or of the shoulders to open up the chest. Take it to the other side. Come back to the center. And then let's go ahead and sit in our Z-sit. So we're going to have the right leg flexed in front, the left leg flexed back. We're going to take the ball and just place it to the right side for a moment while we set up. So we want our hips to be square. This leg will be flexed back and this leg will be flexed to the front. All right, let's take the ball and bring it to our chest. Square your shoulders to begin. Make sure they're down and back and away from your ears. We're going to reach the ball forward and roll the shoulders back. We're going to rotate to the right. So we'll exhale, twist to the right, inhale back to center. So it's like you're wringing out your spine as you twist. So exhale when we rotate, inhale back to center. Good, we've got 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Good, and then we'll counter, take it over to the left. So on your left, it may be a little bit tighter, smaller range of motion as we twist into the left side. Good, so you fill in your obliques. Last 3. 2 more. And last 1. Good, go ahead and relax all the way down. Relax the arms. Place the ball right underneath your right palm. We're going to take our left arm out to a T, and as you roll the ball away, you're going to reach up and over with that left arm. We're in our mermaid. Open back out to center. Good. We'll do 2 more. Reach it up and over. Open back out to center. Last one. Last one. Let's rotate the chest. You can continue to roll the ball away, stretch a little deeper into that right hip. If you want to add that in, you can. Now roll it up and then open back out to center. Let's take it over to the other side. And then come back to the middle. We're going to switch and take the legs to the other direction. So now your left leg is going to be flexed to the front and your right leg will be flexed back. And now we're going to start off with that rotation, external rotation. So we're going to be rotating to the left. So let's grab the ball, place it at chest height with the shoulders down and back. We're going to exhale, twist to the left. Inhale back to the center. 5 more like that. Good. Last 3. 2 more. And last one. Come back to center. We're going to take it over to the right for 6. So you might feel a little bit more tightness in that right rotation. We got 3 more. Last 2. And then last one. We'll come back to the center, relax the arms. We're going to place that ball down into the left. And then just place your palm right on top. We'll go into our mermaid. So right arm out to a T. Roll the ball away. Open back to the center. Rolling the ball away. And back to the center. One more. This is where you can add your rotation if you'd like. So you can reach the arm up and over, place the hand onto the ball. If you want to roll it out deeper, you can. Stretch a little bit more into that left hip. And then we'll open back out to center and relax here. And then once we're there, let's go ahead and sit in our crisscross position. Take a little pause here. I'm going to grab the ball. We'll do some last stretches to finish up our practice today. So we're going to take the ball up overhead and we're just going to take a nice lateral bend over to the right. Come back to the center, take a nice lateral bend over to the left. Let's do 1 more over to the right. Last one over to the left. Let's come back to the center, reach the shoulders or reach the arms up to the ceiling, but make sure the shoulders are down and back. Just going to take a twist to the right. Turn your head as well. Come back to the center. Let's take a twist over to the left. We'll do 1 more over to that right side. And then last one, taking it to that left side. Good. Relax the arms. You can keep holding the ball or you can do this without the ball. Just going to take the arms up and over and reach it back for a nice extension of the spine. And then we'll round the spine forward for flexion of the spine. 1 more. Reach it up and over. Last one, forward flexion. And then we'll place our ball down to the side where you will be all done with today's practice using our ball. A quick and easy core workout for you to add to now day 6 of our challenge. Very, very good. I can't wait to see you in day 7. If you've enjoyed the challenge so far, please go ahead and upload or tag me on any of the social media networks so that I can share your progress with you and share it with our community. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, and that's it. Bye.